Welcome to Learning Made Easy channel. Today, we're going to talk about immune disorders in depth, specifically autoimmune diseases and immunodeficiency. Autoimmune diseases are a group of disorders in which the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own cells, tissues, and organs. Some examples of autoimmune diseases include rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and lupus. Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic autoimmune disease that causes inflammation and damage to the joints, leading to pain, stiffness, and loss of function. This is due to the presence of autoantibodies, specifically rheumatoid factor and anti-citrullinated protein antibodies, which are directed against the body's own cells, in this case, the joints. Symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis include joint pain, swelling, and stiffness, often in the hands and feet, fatigue, and a feverish feeling. The cause of rheumatoid arthritis is not entirely understood, but it is thought to be a combination of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Diagnosis is based on symptoms, physical examination, and lab tests. Treatment options include nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, MARDs, and biologics. Hashimoto's thyroiditis is an autoimmune disorder that affects the thyroid gland, leading to an underactive thyroid, hypothyroidism, and symptoms such as fatigue, weight gain, and cold intolerance. This is due to the presence of autoantibodies, specifically thyroid peroxidase antibodies, TOAB, and thyroglobulin antibodies, TAB, which are directed against the thyroid gland. Symptoms of Hashimoto thyroiditis include fatigue, weight gain, cold intolerance, muscle weakness, hair loss, and depression. The cause of Hashimoto's thyroiditis is not entirely understood, but it is thought to be a combination of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. The diagnosis is based on symptoms, physical examination, lab tests such as TSH, T4, TOAB and GAB, and ultrasound. The treatment is mainly hormone replacement therapy with levothyroxine, which replaces the thyroid hormone that is no longer being produced by the thyroid gland. On the other hand, immunodeficiency disorders are a group of disorders in which the immune system is not able to function properly, making the body more susceptible to infections. Two examples of immunodeficiency disorders are AIDS and SID. AIDS, or acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. AIDS is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, which attacks and destroys a type of immune cell called the CD4+ T cell. These cells are essential for the proper functioning of the immune system and are responsible for coordinating the immune response to infections. When HIV infects a person, it uses an enzyme called reverse transcriptase to convert its genetic material into a form that can be integrated into the host's DNA. This integration leads to the production of viral particles that can infect other cells. As the virus replicates and spreads throughout the body, it gradually depletes the number of CD4+ T cells, leaving the individual more susceptible to infections. Symptoms of AIDS include fever, weight loss, fatigue, and opportunistic infections such as pneumonia, tuberculosis, and cancer. These symptoms may not appear for many years after the initial infection, and some people may be asymptomatic for a long period of time. The diagnosis is based on testing for the presence of HIV antibodies in the blood. The test looks for antibodies to HIV, not the virus itself. The test is accurate, but it may take several weeks after infection for the antibodies to be detected. Treatment options include antiretroviral therapy, ART, which helps to suppress the virus and prevent progression of the disease. ART is a combination of drugs that target different stages of the HIV life cycle. The goal of ART is to reduce the amount of virus in the blood, viral load, to an undetectable level and help the immune system recover. SID, or severe combined immunodeficiency. SID is a group of rare genetic disorders that result in a complete lack of immune function. It's caused by mutations in genes that are essential for the development and function of immune cells, such as T cells, B cells, and natural killer cells. Without functional immune cells, individuals with SID are highly susceptible to infections, such as pneumonia, meningitis, and sepsis, and may develop symptoms in the first few months of life. Symptoms of SID can vary depending on the type of disorder, but may include recurrent and severe infections, failure to thrive, and a failure to develop normal immune responses. Some forms of SID are associated with specific enzymes or proteins, such as adenosine deaminase, ADA, deficiency, X-linked agammaglobulinemia, XLA, and X-linked severe combined immunodeficiency, XSCID. The diagnosis of SID is based on symptoms, physical examination, lab tests such as low white blood cell counts, and genetic testing. Treatment options include bone marrow transplantation, which replaces the missing immune cells, or gene therapy, which attempts to correct the genetic defect causing the disorder. It's important to note that SID is a rare disorder, but early diagnosis and treatment can prevent serious complications and improve the outcome for affected individuals. Regular monitoring and follow-up care is also important to ensure that the treatment is effective and any complications are identified and managed in a timely manner. Both autoimmune diseases and immunodeficiency disorders can have serious consequences for the individual's health and well-being, and they require prompt diagnosis and treatment. It's important to note that early diagnosis and treatment can help prevent complications and improve the outcome of these disorders. In conclusion, autoimmune diseases and immunodeficiency disorders are two different types of immune disorders. Autoimmune diseases are a group of disorders in which the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own cells. While immunodeficiency disorders are caused by defects in the immune system that result in an impaired ability to fight off infections. Both types of disorders require prompt diagnosis and treatment, and it's important to be aware of the symptoms, causes, and treatment options. It's important to note that both autoimmune diseases and immunodeficiency disorders can be complex and affect multiple organ systems, and often require a multidisciplinary approach for diagnosis and treatment. This may involve specialists such as rheumatologists, endocrinologists, and immunologists. Additionally, regular monitoring and follow-up care is important to ensure that the treatment is effective and any complications are identified and managed in a timely manner. In addition to medical treatment, lifestyle changes such as a healthy diet, regular exercise, and stress management can also help manage symptoms and improve overall health for individuals. Support groups and counseling can also be helpful for managing the emotional and social aspects of these disorders. That's it for today's video on autoimmune diseases and immunodeficiency disorders. I hope you have a better understanding of these complex and diverse conditions, and the importance of early diagnosis and treatment. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more educational and informative content. Thanks for watching.